We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Bang, bang, bang. Six. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. 11. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
There's Garoppolo to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert!
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Gator. So don't say nothing. Shoot! There you go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Herbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
On the double. Hey, wahoo! I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 9, check 9.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert completes this one to Meredith. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Go! Down. 60 yards. Hey, exit. You must be ready. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Come on. You better break it. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Get up. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert looking for Harry. He airs it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on, Lyle. We better than that.
Here we go. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be along. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Looking to throw. Herbert got a man open. That's Harry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big-time return there. 40 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
No. 11. 21. Hey, orbit.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Down. 50. Plant. Hey. High 7.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. Set hut. Check hot route. 21. Bravo. I got you. I'm on. Hey, Mike 51.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's get it. Hey, gun. 51 to Mike. 50.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
10 logo. Check 56. Watch the curl. Clear. 56. 5.
On first down, Herbert gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Check up. Blue draw Corker. Crash. Check. Fresno. Hey, Foxtrot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
They will run again with Coleman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ricky. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the head.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, McKinnon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle there by George Odom.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A 77-yard punt return. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So they boost their advantage here in the 4th quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the 4th quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
That's it, baby. We go punt.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. 1st down, here's White. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A pass there over the middle to start things out, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field.
Here we go.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.